Hey from Shield. Today I want to talk to you about one of our newer tapes, the stretch tape Reflex. Reflex is a tape that Shield makes in the USA to have a low profile, a smooth finish, an easy tear, and a consistent high quality stretch. Now, one of the ways that stretch tape is often used is to support joints while still keeping the full range of motion in those joints. So today I'm going to talk to you about radial wrist taping. So radial wrist taping is to help support the wrist when you're having some discomfort in radial motion of the wrist. So for this taping process, I'm going to use two lengths of Reflex, 1 inch and 2 inch. Because I'm left-handed, I'm going to show you the taping process on my right hand. Now, a lot of times you might see videos where different stretch tapes are used for this, tapes that have liners, tapes that have to be cut in the middle, tapes that generally need a lot of work to serve in this function. The nice thing I like about Reflex tape in this application is it's very straightforward and easy to use once you have these two different tapes. So, step one, thematically what we're doing is we're going to be anchoring around the thumb and applying light tension down the first dorsal column here, applying tape in a fan pattern and hooking it all up at the thumb. Now to do this, based on your comfort, you can choose to have your wrist straight, as I'll show you, or potentially a little bit flexed in a given direction. It's all depending on your comfort. This is all 1 inch for the first phase. And what you're going to do is you're going to wrap anchoring around the knuckle of the thumb, doing this part without applying tension to the tape. Wrap around and then anchor before you cross the wrist, then apply maybe light moderate tension, think 25 to 50% on the tape, and bring it back up your wrist. And you'll see the way that I do this, each string of 1 inch Reflex tape is going to be at a slightly different angle coming down the wrist. So I'll pull the next one, same process. In this case, I'll start from the other side, wrapping in the other direction around the thumb, not tensioning yet because I'm still above the wrist, anchoring right at the base of the thumb, applying some light tension, then apply pressure to lay down the tape. Now, in general, that length was a little short. You want to have tape that runs not all the way up to your elbow, but a little further, and I'll try to demonstrate that with these next runs of tape. So again, around the thumb, alternating directions each time, anchoring at the base of the thumb, and then bringing it back down under tension along the dorsal column here. And then once you've laid it down, press on the tape to give it support. Generally, when I'm doing this taping, I'm going to do this 3, possibly 4 times. The more times you do it, the more support you will have for the wrist. And essentially that support is keeping the wrist stabilized in the position it is as you're applying the tape. So I'll show you that in a moment because this is my last strip. Applying light tension, bringing it down the forearm, strip a little bit long, but you get the idea. So now you can see my wrist is held with the thumb. I still have full range of motion because Reflex has a lot of inherent stretch in it, but if I'm feeling discomfort with flexion of the wrist downwards, this will apply a little reverse pressure and stabilize the wrist, just alleviating that discomfort. Not a medical recovery taping, but a supportive taping to help on just day-to-day performance. So there you go. Wrist taping 101 for radial wrist movement. Hope this helps. Thank you. Good luck.